Alright, just give me a minute. Just a minute. Okay, disco time. I just up a little today. Just up a little for the game. Didn't do anything with the hair. I had to remember how to do this because I forgot again. So let me stop the music and start the game. I want to do something with the camera when it runs. So I want to restart the game completely because I don't remember what I was doing on April the 1st when I last played it. And yeah, maybe I'll copy the character settings or what's it? Where is the game? Yeah, complete reset. I mean, I have all of the auto saves. Look, this is the last time I played it, and then this is the first time I started playing it, the 1st of August 2020. It's been a year. It's been a whole year. Even more. And I still haven't finished it. I haven't even progressed past like the first area, I would say. So yeah, I want to look at my last thing. Oh, I barely had breakfast today. Stuff came up. They sort out. Shit. Oh, the music. Okay, we had 4 int, 3 psyche, 2 physique, 3 motorics, and choose inland empire. Right, that's all I need. Main menu. Controls. Hello. Game. Hello? Oh, Jesus. What was that? That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm gonna grab a cup of something to drink. Thankfully, it's voiced now, so I don't have to read everything. That's exciting. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, took a vitamin while I'm at it. So, I think the music is a little low. New? It's fine. New game. Create your own. Okay, for int 3 psyche average. Weak. From what I know, you can increase this throughout the game, so I don't know which one is better, physique or motorics. Me, this sounds similar. Alright, this one. Oh, I would start with the same number in skill. Pick them. Category. Oh, I'm doing everything at the same time. The same way. Cat, say hello to cat. Now we go through the same. I need to move my stupid face. Okay, it's not stupid. It's to move. For now.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
God, I love the intro so much.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great.
Yes, it is.
What was that about X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
How's the sound? I feel like it's a little low. Can raise it up. Please tell me if it's low, because I can fix that. Plunge back into the fathomless deep. The lamp is shining right into my... Can you... No, I wanted to know about the X something. Now, back into the fathomless deep.
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Hey, hello Z, let's go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Let's visit the ancient Zero Home.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song. Wait, of death? Wait, now I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Disco, said the theme. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied last one.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
I can feel this. I hope someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does to their mouth? I do the first.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Kanema motor carriage.
And there we are. Oof. Okay, so what I want to do... Thing. Thing. Camera is... Game. Wait. Fine. Could be another portrait. I want to... Okay. I'll be here from now on. Okay, I have a feeling chat in my OBS maybe. Let's cover this side of the screen and then cover this side of the screen with the game, and now I can barely see anything else. Great. One screen live, just like that. So, take that. Flare cut trousers.
You hear a jingle. keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
How's the sound?
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Oh, the tie.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Horrific.
Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Grab the tie. Even. Pull on the fan, pull on the knob.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately.
Oh yeah, of
You
course,
can
the
practically
hangover.
feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
I think it's possible to die at this point. Something terrible could happen. Not sure.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Mine is just red today. I mean, I have striped tie. I don't know, I think he had a red one. Be on the emotional thingy. Oh yeah. I look like a Soviet pioneer today.
If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie.
Jacket with no shirt, right? Yeah, no shirt on. Well, at least something. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on. Okay. Cheap bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquor. Oh, there's the one conceptualization, one suggestion. Read the code. Oh, so these raise my stuff. Each individual skill. Okay. Mirror.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Half a faucet.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Oh wait, is there two faucets, right? It's the yeah, we have a single both hot and cold water. Not used to like two faucets bathroom in a single sink.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Well, let's witness the man, the beast.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Oh, the face touch.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
Ah, what's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry, touch you now.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
When you honk it. Why you honk your nose? At least my tongue is okay. Touch your tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Wipe the mirror now.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. What is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, try to stop.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating and I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off to, in a sad has-been kind of way. Oh, I like the fourth one.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Okay, one. Oh, low. Encyclopedia. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the action. To chemistry. Impression. Try the encyclopedia.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Let the mirror be for now. Why are there two things? So strange. He cannot walk faster. Alright, there's one shoe. Wait, button? Okay, he put it on. And then Oh, this is the exit, so... Oh yeah, right. The balcony was outside. Actually, I didn't look at this.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Look out.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I should go and get that.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
I didn't get to ask what I was doing.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Yeah, there was another line, like, wait, what am I doing? I hoped I could ask that. Oh, now we are walking. Calendar says it's March, the year is 51. There's something on the table. Yeah. Equip a flashlight in low light areas. Is that a thing? Oh jeez, this is bright. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Gust of brand new wind washes away. It doesn't seem like anything is broken on this side though.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oh, that's good. I need to buy new shoes soon. Because my old shoes have a hole in them. Apparently I saw right through one of them while riding the bicycle. Somehow. Maybe I stopped with my foot or something, I don't know.
Hello, officer.
Yeah, hello.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
So, am I a military personnel or Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on. Nah.
No.
Seems perplexed by your question. Wait, no, I'm a businessman. Executive, right? Did you go?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You in the... You're shitting
I'm
me.
not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything? Who in their right mind should let me be enough? Oh. First.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow, cigarette sizzle. Second.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I should get going now.
Of
Leave.
course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
We can press or... Where I go? I have some questions.
Yes?
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me? Revachol forever. How about you tell me something else instead?
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with it.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on, all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
One, was I singing this? Show her the empty gaze of this blessed church and saints saying to, what was I? We heard enough. Show her the gaze.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry, or when you say wanted, do you mean that in a cool way, like a wild beast? 3, then what happened? Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
I sure I wasn't being assaulted, or that's on me, what did I do, or making this up? I would never behave like that. 1.
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else, or please tell me there wasn't anything else? Oh, it brides me to hear this. 1.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
End. Well, looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. Still smoking. Okay, we finished the shoe quest. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Troll. Your show was pronounced. I didn't read. I had time. The 8 AM music. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for some. Speaker is connected to the radio, the music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Soul is immense, my soul is modest, it's normal size, my soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. Oh, that's true, probably.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system, by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. Or I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those seditious orchestrations. I don't know. Like both are good. But I think the first one will be more of a... Yeah, we'll get the gauge on his soul with that one.
Serves
definitely.
them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one.
I'm laughing, this is funny.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Yeah. Wait, this was the choice? Can I change it anymore? I hope I can find the other two. Was I fed? What was that? Was it something? Oh, it's like a medicine. Okay. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. Once again, how would you know? I know I asked this question the previous time I tried to play this. The door is bolted, a sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until p.m. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird? Or can I help you with that? That's the great school. Let's go with knowledge.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things. I'm guessing I didn't do any of them. I do not appreciate you telling this is... Okay, first one.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only
Hi.
standing in.
How's the sound? I'm not sure if the characters are loud or quiet enough. Tell me if I need to adjust it. Sounds good, okay. Because I'm not in my headphones, so I can only hear my, laptop dynamics. Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just... what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Ah. Fine. Go see a buddy. This is the 3rd time I'm starting this game. First time I started it last year in August. And then played again in October. And then couldn't play anymore because my laptop was old. And then I started it again this year on April the 1st. But then I couldn't play again because I had a bit of a trouble with pain and everything. So I had to wait until I got better. I'm playing it the 3rd time from the beginning now. What did it say? Oh no, I didn't read it. Throw pinball machine is unplugged. How are you?
Hello, sweetie.
Oh.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Nods toward the man in the orange bomber jacket. Is there anything else? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sleeping dog worker. Man is sleeping at the table wearing mud cakes, boots and rolled down overalls. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills?
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Alright, let's leave, because I'm going to fail this one. Hello!
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Boss. Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Oh yeah, let's conceptualize.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
One, you mean him, not toward the cafeteria manager? Yeah, just talk to him. Two, no, I haven't. Three, there must be some kind of a misunderstanding. You are taking me for someone. Oh, we just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I am a policeman. What interviews? I have years. I haven't. I feel like if I had amnesia, I would go with what interviews.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
No, I don't do that because I can't remember shit.
Right. And the interviews?
I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I can't remember anything I'm supposed to do again. How can you be so sure?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to a jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat Squad?
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
You said insignia. These white rectangles. Rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes.
They're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up, or pretend you found it, have my badge and policeman manner. Pretend.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What if I told you? What I feel like we should go?
After you, officer.
And okay, let's go talk to the guy.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. What is golden orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor? I'm currently in between names. I like the second one.
Are you kidding me?
No man, help me out. What is golden orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme.
Oops,
We're on the
sorry.
right track with this name thing.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to Lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
So I'm not going to start. Okay, that's what...
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Points to the kitchen behind him. How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
Oh, before I asked you where, now can you why she left?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
What? He asked her number and she went away?
thank you.
The lieutenant says he opens his little notebook at the cover. Number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it, or you're right, I probably shouldn't have. Yes, I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Real.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand you mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Did I just hear my dad speak to me twice?
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
I'm not comfortable with this. Try somehow to talk the Thai away. Great advice, I'm considering it. Oh yeah, I have duties on my cop. I'm not talking to Thai.
The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie, sweat stains forming under your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
What do all this place for? What exactly is money?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
But we were on the balcony. There is no hole.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. No, I'm just getting my bearings. Second.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where did I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Proceed and show him the coins you found, or proceed but don't show him the coins. They're yours. I'll show him.
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
That's horrible.
It is.
He stands silently looking at the copies on the counter.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Keep it to yourself and pick up the coins.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't have a home. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the street. See what I can do. Well, I don't remember.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
good luck.
The man wants to say something, then things better. Okay, what's the thought?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know, near, south maybe, far away, up on Marvel.
You don't really know,
knows?
do you?
I only have a vague blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Damn, this game is like... Imagination runs wild reading the things, the poetry of this game, and then it slaps you with like the harshest reality. Could have traced the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building. I live in a dumpster, I don't care, fuck everything, Homocop. I don't know, one?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay, so this is something I need to... think about. They are ordered by status. Search time 6 hours 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved. Okay, forget
A
it.
moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Oh my god, I can insult him right away. No, I don't want to do that. We'll work better together if we have more rap-outs. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. 1.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
You don't look like other people around here. Do you have a talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you have conversations with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So how do you top the side of your head?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. Okay, I guess it's... I don't know, I feel like he just doesn't want to talk about it.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Rêvacholière.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
No. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
That's all for
Good.
now.
Let's change the subject.
Nothing. To go take a look at the corpse. Hey, what's this lady doing?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods. Polite. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm not Sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Aw. Thanks, I appreciate it. Dimple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. Second.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses and she looks up smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, or anything. Sweetie needs money. Did Sweetie just get money? Oh no. I don't know, I feel like the first one is a bit rude. Oh, she's in a chair, so what? Some people are. How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, reading packets of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing, I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Nothing.
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
You seem... okay, I don't know. I don't want to ask this one. I don't know if you've noticed...
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right, I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. One.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're in Revachol.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world, something like that.
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. Look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51, year 973. All I know is we're approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Yeah.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just
What's
started.
spring?
I'm sure there are better days ahead.
Just at the door said that entrance is closed for winter, I think it said. And I thought it was winter.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh no. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Ew, it's so bad. Cop, we are living under the cop regime. Second.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
There's no government, how come the cops? I don't even know what to say, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, if there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did they do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? And so, how did they do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
You could tell me more.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Just the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I've gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Wow, that was something. Need to save here. Save game. Okay. A heap of snow melts in this wood barrel. Huh? Street sign reads "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Oh no. My mom is calling. My mom is calling. Just a moment. Yeah. Okay, what was I going to do? This guy.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Elysium, but as the young woman looks up at you, what can I help you with? Sounds surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Yeah, the street sign says.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
It's alright, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
We need directions.
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need?
Oh, that works out nice. Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where are we, okay?
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
In the east?
The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
South?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
West?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
And I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
Okay, so that's north.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Oh, and what you doing here?
I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
What?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Oh no.
Don't worry, miss.
What's
We are
there?
here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Oh no, why? Why would you inhale salts? There was another question.
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just got another question then?
I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course.
Let's run.
I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing, can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Okay, we'll put them on. Where's the... Add gloves. Nice. Person, Ghislaine is B.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main hall building A. There. Boxing for young athletes. Window. Oh, 24-hour window. Emma's fashion atelier. Taxi. Sleep stream for Dusty. City man. Boiling rags. East Delta pinball. Entrance from building B. Empty card. Okay. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Oof. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Turn away. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Others it wouldn't hold the weight of it. Someone is trying to grow herbs in his greenhouse. Oh, that's where she works. Ugh. That's way too close to the cold. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for... We probably can reach that at some point. Yeah, cool. That still sounds...
Kuno's got this.
Boys throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word, police business. A moment of your time, please. He didn't. A moment of your time.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kid, you wanna hang out? I'm not a knock.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
No, that's not what that means. Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Forces.
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The fucking voice crack. About what you know about it, about the crime scene. Kids often play in the Seattle. Gotta ask who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting, you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the vision. Though you refer to yourself in the third person, you know, it's a sort of gang name. Got it. It's the gang name.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, real and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Sound gets louder as the child shouts at the look in the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Not doing anything, see?
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
What?
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Yeah, sure, he does seem like he has a lot of reason to appeal to. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
Prince is out, around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's flashing, Kuno! He's showing his genitals!
That little
If you
piece
don't
of
help
shit.
Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Don't punch him, it's a bad idea, back off.
Look.
No whispers as you retreat, vanish and silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was fantasy. Yes, how do back to that thought? How do you know that you can't see inside my... Can you read? Why don't we get back to the... Can you read my mind? So all three you would admit that you wanted to hit him. And the fourth one is the only one. It's like engaging with that thought.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The piper-headed creature doesn't let him finish.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
People. Whatever, I had some questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Those little people wearing asshole behind the fence. The body, what do you know about it? About the crime scene, kids often play in this yard. Empathy. The body.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Kim, help me out. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
So, do you know who he was? Do you know how it got up there? Have you suspicious around? They are like the most suspicious thing around here, though. More on this later. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
That's who he is now, but who he was.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I mean, who he was before he died.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Okay, more on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
I want to discuss the body with you again about the crime scene in kids of... Oh yeah, this one.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Don't know. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Ilmara? Hold on, the gardener used to work there. That guy?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
If fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Aw. Trying to be cool. You mean the young woman?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
You'll ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
The ladder ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
You would say that the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Might have questions later. For now, let's talk about.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I think that's all.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Speaking.
Yes? What do you want to know?
I don't know if I need to talk about this, but let's try. Maybe there will be some information. Why would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Something supernatural involved. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. So the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? He's dead! It's a corpse! What's so sexy about that? Supernatural.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something's already happened. Because it's possible. Why not?
Because it's not part of reality.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up.
It's boring.
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know that what I mean on retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cup-off.
Off.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
But we did. Just did. You should tell me now. That seems irrelevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Literally anything about it, I can't remember.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Security guard, worker of... Wild Pines is the guy in the cafeteria was. He had Wild Pines thing. Hats, I think, or maybe shorts. Why didn't we know anything about the call?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
I thought a different question would come.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Self-organized Peace Corps. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
That's all I need
Good.
for now. To convince him there's a sexy Zack mystery twist in the case. Tell me about the case, you seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just...
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Well, that will be it for now. How come? Oh, there. Remember, good look at the...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
It sounds workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
Can I do this visual calculus, give an exact count? What's my visual calc? Even
What
damage
do you
morale?
think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Okay. Container. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above the scene.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at your trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Tenet, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Seems like a reasonable sum.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or... Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Alright, let's save here. Save game. This one? Auto save. There are bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
What? Pat the box or kick it? Why kick it? It didn't do anything bad. Oh.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box. Being the mail collection box, it should man the fuck up. Feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Leave. Oh yeah, this was like a bookshop. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked demon. God stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. The book starts with a man from Yongdao and the wildfire. I actually had some thoughts I could process, because I see that the time is... Yeah, I could do this. Shh. Okay. This is a book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. A book about Boyadero conflict, promotes freedom and farming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. This coin-operated viewer has been ended up in... This is a street name. Roundabout north to roundabout north to Cape Side Apartments, Martinique, here. Ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. Tibbs. If you had the bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect... Oh yeah, okay. Oh, is it hinting at the ways I can earn money? That's interesting. We can actually go here. I didn't do that in my previous attempts to play this. Oh, let's go talk to the girl first. Hello.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you. Darling, her nose is also red from the cold. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this?
It's a
anyway?
bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Too much information. Failed. I failed the check. Instantly overwhelmed. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
What's a
A
postcard?
postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
What's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Interesting. Thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Why would anyone want to read about crime? Okay, get it? Crime out gets the people going. Yeah.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman, or should stop being one.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like in a picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important. It's your... Point at your head. Wow, look at the guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. Guess this one?
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
That's right, a real failure. Overshadowed by a fake man, that's harsh. Really want to deal with this, it's... Second.
Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things.
That's true.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, you may retry it. Well, let's try.
You fail to deduce anything substantial. She waits intently.
I'm a detective who deduces that you are a girl. I'm a detective who deduces that you are very small. Actually, I can't deduce anything. Well, I can't deduce
It's
anything.
okay, sir.
You disappointed a small child. Well done, Jack.
Disappointed a small child. Oh. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thoughts, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
See,
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
what about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
I'm starting to get ideas for a story. My phone again. Pardon me. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One way they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life, phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
Doesn't ring a bell. Alright, I'll ask your mom.
Yes, she knows books. Definitely.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
That's enough romance for me. I had other questions.
Maybe some about other books?
And what are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
That's true. It's also like those books. Like the secrets of some profession or something. They never help. Ever. Pointless. Exciting but pointless. Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it? Right.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. Famous people sound like a bunch of dogs. First,
Why would they do that, sir?
because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them. Why indeed? I'm just an old tired cop. What use am I? I don't know. Is he really dreaming about being a superstar cop? This feels like it will destroy my morale somewhat further. I already took a blow to it. Oh, I could actually repair it. Interesting. Charges. Yeah, first one.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Wow. +1 should be a book. Let's try this again.
You fail to
Fuck.
deduce anything substantial. She waits intently.
I'm a detective. I deduce that you are a girl.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, suddenly draws her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Well, success and... what's the word? Oh jeez, what's the word I'm thinking about? I need to translate that. Persistence. Or even perseverance. Doesn't always ensure success.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Yeah, how's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about different types of books.
Became the plasmic manifestation.
No such thing.
The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Enough about the curse for now.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
I can try this again. Right, let's try this.
You failed
What?
to deduce anything substantial.
Why? How could I fail such a good check?
She waits intently.
A detective, I deduce that you are very small.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction.
Okay, bye. See you around or not. How could I fail that? What was the skill? Forgot.
Hello again, sir.
Composure. Composure. Where? In motor. We can actually go in. I never tried that before. Okay, how's my thought going? 6%. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. All over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through yards. Scaring little children. Go onto the great race motor track, the 881. You reach the domain eminent in North Jamrock. Streets are frozen this time of the year, caked with ice. Walk down to Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Interesting. Okay. Gift books and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Look through the display of books.
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man. Try to say that. Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
Snow crabs, and that's after End of the World, False God, etc. Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Keep tell me about the Muscleman books.
Oh, Man from Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so
Blood
popular?
and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with? It doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in. Also, all those mystical things he encounters. Yeah, which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say.
What?
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdallaman, the man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Pain threshold. Many of the books call out to me. Why pain? Interesting. This is locked. I want to buy the Heimdall book. Because I have no money. Okay. What was it? Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Wow.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board games section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye, maybe I'm not into binocular.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Oof.
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
What board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Wait, the first one is a classical educational game, those interested in geography. This one is a fun game of competition. It's basically Monopoly. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
I don't feel as if I have any. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
I fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
So what about all these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She looks at the table, crossing her arms. Now I am really interested in that. Where do we get money? I wonder if that will amount something. The book collects the national recipes of art. They are all about lake trout. Cotton.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Looks so nice. So much detail in this bookshop. I wonder if this is art or it does look like art, not 3D model. Maybe it's 3D models with like textures. Still really looks cool. Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction? Okay, let's look through them.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared.
Oh no.
Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower.
An obvious
The
lie.
ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dauntless Dick sounds nice. Dick Mullen dies. Are there any more? Okay. Yeah, does he die?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Reaction speed. Medium 10. Who's Dick Mullen? Okay, let's ask her.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Oh, yeah, really? Sure. Reaction speed. My reaction speed. 3. All of this is motorics.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Mistaken
A
identity.
worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. No, it's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm pretty intense. I'm all about the dark stuff. No, that's not it either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
Right, that's definitely it. What? No, that's not what. Let me scroll up. Mistaken identity. One part pick, the premise seems to be that Dick Mullen and his friend for the murder of his best friend has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of identities? Dark and noirish atmosphere. Okay.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants
Okay,
is
it is.
embarrassingly obvious.
I was thinking maybe there will be more options, but no,
Relax.
no options.
It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Actually, yeah.
Something the matter, detective?
Nope, all good here. Casually adjust your pants. Game would you describe this woman as a smoking dame?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and contemplates the book for a moment.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Ah, I wish I had money. Quaint picture book brochure. Very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded, your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
I will not remember this 100%.
Disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west?
Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
That was Volition. Interesting. What did I fail? Failed something. Impossible failure. Conceptualization. Failure on encyclopedia. Well, I feel like maybe it's too early to be here, to be honest. Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
I have only 60. Why is the one of Martinez is so cheap?
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Yeah, that's true.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Look through the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These 3 things are very important to the working class mind.
Wholeness, unity, and balance.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder, preservatives, to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Wait, Inland Empire finds something truly otherworldly. What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
Seriously?
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Opening a police store next door and stealing my customers? Because I read those books? What?
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl.
What's the pearl?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pearl, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pearl.
Sounds invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pearl and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
What Is that actually a word? Fail. Oh wait, why am I typing in Japanese? Fail. It's an adjective, a verb, a noun. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to be translated like that. And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health. That seems improbable.
I should probably get my hands on some of that. How is that possible? I think I've heard enough. Is that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Fair enough, what else is in there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need.
Anything else about?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
We don't know what happened to his marriage or his relationship. Probably needs that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Okay. Not a boring book, just discarded. Right, what was this? I didn't look at this, did I?
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Can I click this? Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. What? Look through this place.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What is it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Oof.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Anything of note in this shelf?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
What? Innocentic power? Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
What?
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these Innocence is the coolest and greatest. So you recommended?
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
So you recommended?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one? Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Okay, later. What is this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Ooh, what was the charm, bone charm from Dishonored? But they were made with whale bones.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Okay, let's just leave for now. I think we'll be back here when I have more money.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. Are you owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. What if I want to buy a book? The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Oof, are you rating your own daughter? 10, she's certainly very polite and helpful. 5, I felt some interest. 1, not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being, I don't do that. Yeah.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research.
But still.
I expect an answer.
10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Yeah. Not sure we'll be grading them like that though. The way handling her strikes me as wrong, and it is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Oh. Strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Oh, this is so good. I need to take a screenshot of this. Ah. Oh, so good. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Oh, let's change the
The
subject.
woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
The girl... No. What if I want to buy a book?
Good goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
Okay.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Alright, the girl mentioned that the place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Okay, farewell for now. I need to save here. Well, you know, just like always, you come into the bookstore, you browse, and you leave. Because books cost too much.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Okay, the girl has no more new dialogue. I think I'll save here. Where was my save? This one. This will be it for today. Because I've been going for 3 hours. And I'm starting to get a little hungry. A little hungry. Crisis, are you here? Have you been watching? Or listening? Crisis, crisis, pinging crisis. If you are here, we might try to raid somebody. And if not, then I'll just go. Okay, I guess not. Well then, tomorrow, if nothing happens unusual, then I'll start at the normal time. 3-ish, 2 p.m. Actually, I need to check. Nope, not hibernate, mute. Tomorrow. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll start at around 3 p.m. Mine time, and that would be 9 a.m. GMT, and you can count your own time from that. And I will continue with Disco Elysium. Why is everything... What is this? I think that's from the... That's the color from the... this swirling thing. Yeah, it just fills it with like green, because that's not my background. There's nothing there. That's weird. Alright, well then, bye. Until tomorrow.